Tes tes. Okay, sound check is good. Okay, everything is good. Okay, let's get into it then. Hello, welcome back with me, Illyria Nix, and today we playing main lagi kita. Akhirnya main lagi, main Persona 4 lagi. Setelah kita 2 minggu, 2 minggu, hampir 4 minggu ya. Kita nggak main Persona 4 ya. Soalnya 2 minggu aku istirahat, terus aku juga ada Hoyo Week First ya. Hoyo First Week ya. Iya, kita udah lama nggak, kita bakal udah disuspend di sama cerita detektifnya Persona 4. Oke, kita nyapa dulu. Halo Fenrir, halo Zal, selamat datang ya. Ini Fenrir mungkin udah greget ya untuk nunggu stream Persona aku. Soalnya kalau nggak salah si Fenrir ini sangat penasaran sama sama jalan ceritanya Persona 4. Oke deh, kita langsung aja masuk. Benar-benar aku masih ingat ya di mana, di tempat lotnya. Tapi kalau nggak salah, hey Zen, selamat datang. Halo. Oh iya, kita Nanaku kita lagi mau menginterogasi nama Tame ya. Kita udah jadi, kalau nggak salah di sosialnya udah jadi Seeker of Truth ya. Fullnya udah penuh. Kita sekarang jadi ya Judgment, Seeker of Truth. Ya, kita istirahat besok. Soalnya kita ada, ya, will Nanaku be alright? Then there's what happened in Namatame Hospital Ward. The snow that started to fall and the fog that won't disappear. What lies ahead from here on? You feel very tired. You should hurry and get some rest for today. Ya, kita kan masih ada masalah tentang Nanako ya, hampir mati. Terus Namatame yang suspeknya itu sebagai penculiknya, tapi mungkin ada suspek yang lainnya. Jadi kita harus jadi mencari kebenaran. Kita jadi Seeker of Truth.
Welcome.
Si Igor.
It's been quite some time.
Ya, kalau nggak salah terakhir kali kita diundang Igor itu musim panas ya, pas kasusnya Mitsuo. It seems you have been summoned to Velvet Room.
Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real world. I have summoned you within your dreams.
Okay.
Now then, your journey has taken you quite
Ya,
a distance
hari
thus
ini
far.
mungkin aku bakal stream yang agak pendek ya. Soalnya kan kemarin aku batalin itu soalnya internet aku mati. Down gitu, ada gangguan pas aku tanya ke providernya. Terus aku jalannya itu lagi pas tengah malam. Jadi pas tengah malam itu nyala, aku cek udah bisa jalan lagi.
That too is getting rather hard to judge. If we continue
Jadi mungkin hari ini aku masih agak ngetes internetnya. Soalnya hari Sabtu Minggu ini aku bakal bikin stream rakit Gundam. Dan stream rakit Gundam ini yang aku mungkin bikin yang agak lama ya. Soalnya kan biasanya aku nyelesain 1 Gundam selesai streamnya. Aku mau bikin 2 Gundam. Soalnya aku lihat Gundamnya itu agak gimana ya? Agak kecil, bukan agak kecil ya. Agak gampang lah dirakit. Jadi mungkin kita bisa nyelipin 2 Gundam dalam satu stream gitu.
Margaret?
A voice has heard the many times before echo in your mind. Ini social link kita.
Really getting it is totally different. I mean, really finding yourself.
What's right? What you should choose to do in life. The answers to those things lie within you.
You gave me the opportunity to start walking.
We are experiencing the words engraved into your memory during your journey.
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things.
All right, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves.
Oke.
I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
Terima kasih Rise.
Come on, we've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Right. Together.
And it seems you have comrades with you as well. Those heading in the same direction, through this dense fog.
Mobilnya berhenti, limousinnya berhenti. It seemed that the car has stopped moving.
We'll be parked for the moment while I confirm our current heading.
As I mentioned previously, this year will signal a great change in your life. Though there isn't much time left, it can be worth your while to take the time to stop and reflect.
People are like water flowing in a river. There is only one stream, but all who pass through it are affected differently. Some travel fast, some change their course, experiencing countless events as they travel down the river of time.
Okay.
Just so. The state of this room
Chat nih,
reflects
siapa
the
tahu
scenery
chatnya nggak
of
gerak
your
lagi.
heart.
Ngeri banget aku sama hal itu.
Perhaps this may be a time for contemplation rather than action.
Contemplation rather than action. That's a good advice. Siapa tuh? You can hear something in the distance. Siapa tuh yang ada di ngebel kita di ngebunyiin bel rumah kita? Siapa tuh? It seems that you have been sleeping until now. You heard the doorbell ringing. Someone seems to be at the door. Siapa nih? Agresif sekali. Si Yosuke.
Teddy's missing.
Teddy's missing?
I looked all over the neighborhood, but I couldn't find him anywhere.
I'm worried.
Yeah, me too. He was acting all weird lately. Rise and the others are checking inside the TV to see if he's gone back to the other side. We're meeting pretty soon, so will you come with me to Jeunesse?
Sure. Where could Teddy have gone? In any case, you decide to go look for him. Masih berkabut aja.
It's no use, man. We can't find him.
No luck for me either. I didn't sense anything over there. The fog's so dense it might be affecting my readings. I wish I could do better. I'm sorry.
Ted. Don't tell me he really went back to his world this time. We told him over and over that he could stay here.
Teddy, kemana kamu pergi? You recall the mysterious dream you had last night. This might be time for contemplation rather than action. That's what Ego said, but let's think about this.
I guess that's all we can do right now. He plays dumb a lot, but he's attached to us deep down.
Fender, berkabut sekali ya, masih berkabut nih.
Right?
Ini berkabut sampai gimana ya? Sampai akhir kasus, sampai kita Secret of Truth, Socially Secret of Truth-nya selesai. Iya.
I'm worried for Teddy myself, but let's trust in him and await his return. Right now we must concentrate on the case. It won't be long before Namatame is transferred to another location. We must hurry, or we will miss our only chance to get his perspective on this.
Okay.
You know, I've been thinking about the case since, but something just doesn't seem right.
Let's quickly review the facts. Of all the victims, only 2 were killed. Miss Yamano the announcer, and Saki-san. From the documents we found in the car, we know Namatame had some sort of dealings with them. After that, there were multiple attempted murders in which we were targeted. It was only when he took Nanako-chan that we caught him in the act, identifying his modus operandi in the process.
Okay, so far so true, yeah?
When I hear you put it like that, sounds like the dude's guilty.
As a result of Namatame's arrest, the police admitted that Mitsuo Kubo was a mere copycat killer.
Yeah.
Back up to yesterday. Remember when you said Namatame didn't have a motive to kill the announcer?
Yeah?
That's what's bothering me.
Right. Either he's completely nuts, or we're misunderstanding something.
You lost me.
She's trying to say that if Namatame is sane, then there may be facts in the case we don't know about yet.
Sane or insane? Sounds like a play I saw before.
Oke, selamat datang. Ya, kita lagi main Persona 4 nih. Kita lagi menentukan bukan akhir ya, dari ujung dari kasusnya si Namatame. Kasus penculikan orang di Inaba.
I don't think there's any doubt that it includes kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
Could he mean Saving them through death? He did call himself a savior and said that the other side is a wonderful world.
So they'll be saved if they die? What a bunch of crap! The bastard should have gone and saved himself. What do you think, Senpai?
There's something else.
If you think about it normally, it's gotta be him. But there ain't nothing normal about that world anyways.
That's true.
There's something I've been wondering about for a while.
Oh,
when we
what's it?
first encountered him, he said, "You're the ones I saved. Don't worry, I'll save this
Yeah,
girl too."
that's what. Yeah.
So, if he saves people by killing them, did he save us too? Wouldn't he actually have failed to save us?
That's true. Yeah.
You
Betul
raise a
juga ya.
good point. If he thinks that salvation comes only through death, his words to us make no sense. And another thing, the Namatame who appeared on the Midnight Channel said he failed to save Nanako-chan.
Well, maybe he really was trying to save the victims by putting them inside the TV. Come on, don't get all quiet like that. You guys know I just say the first dumb thing that pops into my head.
Oh, dasar sih ya. Dia gitu-gitu cukup pinter loh. Intuisinya lumayan bagus.
The possibility that he truly intended to save us.
But he's still the one who threw in Saki-senpai in that announcer, right?
Yep.
Sure, we haven't nailed down his motives, but that doesn't change the fact that he killed them. Or what? You think someone else was involved? What makes you think so?
The possibility of culprit bisa Namatame. Could there something that prove this possibility? Warning letter, yeah.
Warning letter? Oh yeah. Whatever happened to that thing?
Yep.
If Namatame's the killer, he must have been the one who wrote it, right?
Let's review them.
You recall the first warning letter, so don't rescue anymore. And the second letter, the second one said, if you don't stop this time, someone close will be put in and killed.
Yes, that's right.
Isn't that kind of odd?
Yep.
Would someone who thinks he's saving people by killing them write stuff like "don't rescue" or "kill"?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the will be put in and killed part doesn't make sense either. If the killer was writing it, wouldn't it be more like I'll put in and kill?
Yeah.
Hey, could this mean?
Namatame didn't write it. Didn't write the letter, yeah.
Yeah. It's almost like someone else wrote this letter.
But only the killer would write such a letter and deliver it to Dojima-san's house, right?
Right.
If someone else wrote it, that could only mean...
Dear God. Since this is such an unusual case, I was absolutely convinced that other than the Kubo incident, there was one culprit.
So Namatame really was trying to save his victims?
Yep, that's what we say.
Everything is exactly the opposite of what it first seemed. In Namatame's parlance, failing would have been the first two cases when the victims died. If he had used his method twice and failed both times, he would hardly have continued using the TV. And yet he did. It all seems to suggest that someone else wrote this warning letter while observing the entire case.
Someone else? Then
The plot thickens.
it wasn't Namatame that killed Saki-senpai in the announcer?
We can't say for certain yet. We urgently need to speak with Namatame face to face.
Yep, we need to interrogate Namatame. Kita harus menginterogasi Namatame. The Secret of Truth Social Link has reached level 2. The power to create ya udah, nggak usah dibaca.
How though? After what happened yesterday, they said they're gonna tighten security.
I have a plan, but there's no time to waste. Let's hurry to the hospital.
Okay. Yeah, Naoto has a plan.
Hey, this place is off limits.
I'm a consultant with the police. I'd like a few words with Namatame-san. May I go in?
This is Unit 252, requesting confirmation on an ID. Name of Naoto Shirogane. Huh?
Huh?
Ah, understood. I see. Well, you're on the list. I can give you a few minutes, but I'll have to record your conversation with him for security purposes. Not that I expect you'll get anything coherent out of the guy. He's been spouting nothing but gibberish.
I'd like him to accompany me as well. He has no identification, but this is an emergency situation, and he's here in Detective Dojima's stead.
Huh? Detective Dojima sent him? I wasn't informed of this.
I'll vouch for his identity.
Ya.
Well, I guess it's better than dealing with the man himself.
Dojima is a hard is a hard ass. Jadi semua polisi takut sama orangnya.
We have our hands full with the transport procedures, so the last thing we need is Detective Dojima running wild.
Ya, betul kan.
Detective Adachi is busy somewhere too. This is Unit 252. Huh? I see.
Has something happened?
There's something about a suspicious object out in the lobby.
Ya, itu
Well then, this works out
rencananya
nicely.
Naoto.
You should back up your colleagues downstairs. We'll keep watch over Namatame-san. A disturbance in a hospital lobby, after all. It sounds serious.
Yup. Scepter sama datang. Kok udah Otsu aja? Kita baru mulai nih.
If anything happens, hit the nurse call button. I'll leave the rest to you.
Baru mulai nih Scepter.
Understood. Please be careful. I knew they were undermanned, but I didn't expect it to go this smoothly.
Naoto is both proud and confused, also disappointed. Kecewa karena rencana bekerja terlalu baik ya. Saking
There's
baiknya
nothing
polisi
left
sampai
inside
ketipu.
that suspicious object. So he won't be gone long.
All right. And now's our chance to talk to Namatame.
Oke, kita bisa ngomong sama. Apa iya? Baru mulai ini ya, baru beberapa menit yang lalu. Tapi aku juga gak harus melakukan sesuatu.
There's something we'd like to
Ya,
ask you.
tikus sama datang. Tapi aku juga harus melakukan sesuatu. Iya. Selamat bekerja deh kalau gitu, Chapter. Ya, tikus selamat datang juga. Kita lagi mau menginterogasi Namatame soal kasus penculikan di Inaba.
It's tempting to think that you were the culprit behind this entire case. And to be honest, there are many in this town who hope you are. But we are here to learn the truth. So please, answer
Tempat
our
abang hujan nggak?
questions.
Kemarin hujan. Gak tau hari ini hujan atau enggak ya. He seemed to understand. He understand what you're saying. What should you ask him? Yang tengah dulu. Do you kill those two girls?
They were killed.
They were killed. Kerjaan Anda akan tahu ngapain aku juga melihat channel. Oh iya benar juga ya. Ya selamat beraktivitas aja lah. Sorry, salah kata-kata. Aku nggak pintar sama kata-kata.
I couldn't save them.
What should I ask him? Is saving killing people?
No. If nobody saves them,
Oh hujan.
They'll be
Oh
killed.
tempatnya Scepter hujan. Di tempat aku
That's
kemarin
right.
hujan, tapi sekarang kayaknya nggak
I
deh.
put them in there.
Hujannya udah hilang. Tapi tadi pagi sih hujan ya. Tadi pagi subuh. Who you throw in first? Nah lo ketahuan.
Huh? Me?
Ya, ternyata korban pertamanya Namatame itu Yukiko, bukan si Mayumi ataupun Saki. The plot is thickens. Udah aku bilang kemarin. The plot is not only thickens now, the plot is already solidified.
Then tell me if my
udah
estimations
solid
correct so far.
plotnya.
After discovering the Yamano and Konishi incidents, you realized an appearance on the Midnight Channel.
Abang
linked
percaya kalau
certain
Megalodon
death.
itu ada nggak? Ada dulu, tapi sekarang udah extinct.
Thus, to save her from that fate, you kidnapped Yukiko Amagi.
Megalodon itu memang ada ya, itu hiu yang memang sangat besar. Mungkin salah satu faktor kepunahan Megalodon itu ya, ukurannya sangat besar karena untuk menjaga ukuran besarnya
You
itu,
couldn't let her be killed.
Megalodon
So you
butuh
threw
makanan
her
yang banyak.
into the TV,
Tapi karena
preventing the
perubahan
killer in
setelah
this world
perubahan
from
iklim
reaching
lah atau dan lain mangsa Megalodon itu berkurang, jadi makanya dia extinct.
And
Kalau
you
naga
repeated the
percaya nggak
process
kalau naga
as
itu
more
ada?
individuals appeared on the Midnight Channel.
Naga ya. Ada namanya naga Komodo Dragon, itu kayak naga lah, tapi nggak ada sayapnya. Atau dinosaur. Dinosaur mungkin yang paling dekat dari sama istilah naga. Oke, aku mau prepare dulu ya, bye. Oh ya, selamat beraktivitas Septar ya.
His body is weak, but his mind is sound. He's trying to tell us the truth.
Ya, nama Temi
But if
is
the stuff
Standard
he's
Truth.
saying is true,
There's another killer who murdered the first two victims?
Ya, betul.
Indulge us in a few more questions.
We should ask him. Why the warning letters?
What are you talking about?
Ah, betul kan. Nama Tami yang bukan yang menulis surat peringatannya. Who killed the first two?
I have no idea. I want to know that too.
Oke, dia benar-benar nggak tahu siapa bunuh Mayumi atau dan Saki ya. Why did you enter the TV? Oh ya, masalah tentang masuk ke TV-nya.
I didn't know.
You didn't know?
I never thought it would be that kind of place.
As I thought.
Huh?
You believe me? Did they find him? Did they find the one who did such cruel things? Mayumi.
Please calm down. Our ability to find the culprit rests on you. We know about the other world. In fact, we're the only ones who can fully understand what you have to say.
Only you?
Yeah?
we did blame you for everything at first. But now I think we can accept whatever you got to tell us as truth.
Please, tell us everything you can, calmly and slowly.
You're willing to listen? Do my story?
Yeah? Okay.
Alright.
Alright. Kita dengerin ceritanya si Nama Tami.
Soon after my affair with Mayumi became common knowledge, I returned to my parents' home, as if to run away from the scandal. And I started drinking heavily to drown my anxieties. I hadn't been able to reach Mayumi at all, and that didn't help either. Mayumi, where are you? She'd been disgraced on all the afternoon shows, and forced to resign from the program she was on. I caused her so much trouble. I wanted to at least apologize to her, but I couldn't even do that. I lost the will and energy to do anything.
Oh,
Then, one day, the rumor I heard some time ago came back to me. Since I had nothing better to do, I sat down blankly in front of the TV and watched my own reflection.
Tuh, Mayuminya
And
keluar
all of
di
a
TV.
sudden, there was Mayumi. Mayumi? Is that you? The Mayumi inside the TV looked as if she was calling to me for help. Mayumi? Mayumi!
Tuh, Nama Tami kasihan banget, iya. Nama Tami kasihan banget ya.
When I reached out unthinkingly to touch her, my arm disappeared into the TV, as if I had dipped it into a pool of water. I was so shocked that I lost my balance and nearly fell face first into the TV. I was so scared. I couldn't understand what just happened.
Zen,
I
makan
thought
sate
maybe
dulu, bre. Oh
I'd
iya,
gone
selamat.
insane.
Selamat makan, Zen. Enak banget makan sate ya. Oh, jadi pengen kan makan sate kambing. Aku akhir-akhir ini lagi ketagihan sate kambing. Waktu itu,
Yeah.
waktu
I
itu
decided
sempat
to
aku
think
makan
of
sate
it as
padang
just a
tapi
dream,
nggak serem
and I
gitu.
went back to the city the next
Jadi
day
mungkin
after
lebih
finishing work.
ngefans sate kambing ya daripada sate padang. Padahal dulu aku suka banget loh sate padang.
The next afternoon when I got to work,
Terutama pakai nasi
It
itu.
was fire
Dan nggak
on the
pakai
spot,
bukan
as I
nggak
expected.
pakai lontong, pakai nasi. Iya. Lebih suka makan sate padang pakai nasi daripada pakai lontong aku.
that wasn't what broke me though. It was Mayumi being found dead. And not just that, but it had happened in my hometown.
Oh iya. Now Madam is casting his eyes downward and painfully.
I was dumbstruck. But later on,
Jauh gua tadi aku jauh gua tadi ke Madura dulu. Padahal gua mau ke Kediri. Ya Allah. Masa sampai ke Madura dulu mau makan sate dulu.
was it a dream? Could it really have been an SOS from Mayumi? I hadn't touched another TV because the first time was so terrifying, but I decided to try it again, and I confirmed that none of it was a dream. So that image, was it something Mayumi showed me, calling for help? That's how I felt.
And eventually, you learned of the Midnight Channel.
Yep.
I remembered that when Mayumi was alive, she was chasing a rumor about some bizarre TV program. I'd heard about it before, but I thought it was just an urban legend.
Kau ngantuk. Kau udah ngantuk ya? Padahal belum waktunya selesai.
Then Mayumi appeared on it, and later turned up dead. The more I thought about it, the harder it became to believe that the two events were unrelated. Soon after that, I came back to Inaba to answer the police's questions. I'd lost my job, and I wanted to know the truth of Mayumi's death for myself. Then, on another rainy night, someone else appeared on the Midnight Channel. It was a girl.
Saki.
She looked like she was calling for help, just like Mayumi. The first thing that came into my mind was, maybe this girl will be the next to die.
And that was Saki-senpai.
Yep.
I'd been following all the news about Mayumi, so I noticed right away that she was the girl who found Mayumi's body. And if my hunch was right, she'd be the next victim. I didn't want her to die the way Mayumi did. So I desperately kept watching. I was consumed with the idea of rescuing her. Then, little by little, her image on the screen came into sharper focus.
It became sharper?
How did you find out it was her?
After I came back, my father couldn't bear to see me in such low spirits, and gave me a job with the family business. I met that girl when I delivered a package to the liquor store. After agonizing over it, I decided to meet her, and told her to be careful.
Bang, jangan lupa minum. Iya. Ya. Ntar dulu. Lagi cutscene nih. Minum dulu deh. Mumpung lagi cutscene malahan.
But that same night, on the TV,
Nah, chat mulai nggak keluar nih. Kita harus sering-sering apa?
by some black shape.
Sering-sering
She was
refresh.
writhing in pain.
Bang, cabut dulu ya. Mau mainan kartu dulu. Oh ya, selamat main. Kartu apa nih? Yu-Gi-Oh kah?
That's why I warned her. Why won't she pick up the phone? Come on, please. The next day, they found her dead.
Kayaknya bener-bener hari ini aku ngantuk deh. Kemarin soalnya aku nungguin internet sampai nyala sampai tengah malam. Udah makan malam belum bang? Udahlah. Mas, kalau stream nggak makan dulu, pendek streamnya. Soalnya nggak keluar tenaganya.
I knew she was gonna be murdered, but I couldn't save her. I blamed myself, thinking there must have been something I could have done. There was no one who depended on me. Nobody at work. Not even my wife.
Lagi vakum Yu-Gi-Oh. Main MTG aja sekarang. Oh, kamu main Magic the Gathering ya? Aku mau tuh main Magic the Gathering tapi kata lupa mahal. Kamu beli kartu MTG-nya di mana? Tikus, aku pengen main juga soalnya.
Mayumi
Waduh,
was the
nunggu
only
sampai
one
malam.
who accepted me for who I was.
Ya, aku pengen tahu nih, kamu beli kartu MTG dari mana? Soalnya pengen main juga. Kan aku juga pengen jual. Soalnya kan aku bilang kan, ibu aku kan mau ini buka toko mainan ya. Aku mau jual kartu Yu-Gi-Oh rata-rata sama mungkin kartu lainnya kartu MTG ya, Magic the Gathering. Soalnya cukup populer ya. MTG. Tapi aku nyari-nyari kartu MTG yang gimana ya, yang affordable lah buat reseller. Nggak ketemu. Temuin yang mahal-mahal. Aku juga mau koleksi sebenarnya. Soalnya Magic the Gathering lumayan bagus kartu-kartunya.
You really
Ngebeliin
did
sih
love
tuh
Miss
sama
Yamato.
kayak nunggu PLN listrik iya. Tapi lumayan cepet sih. Kata providernya memang perbaikannya mulai dari 8 jam sampai 1 kali 24 jam.
Yes.
Jadi itu pas
Bottom of my heart.
sekitar sebelum tengah hari ya, sekitar jam 11-an ya. Itu mati internetnya, aku langsung telepon providernya, katanya memang lagi ada gangguan di daerah rumah aku.
Before I was married, my wife made it big in
Kalau
show
nggak lelang di
business.
Facebook nih,
was
di
happy
Facebook
for her,
ada
but
jual MTG.
pretty
Oke.
strained on our
Aku
relationship.
carinya biasanya kalau nggak di toko orange, di toko hijau.
I think I can kind of relate.
It was around that time when I met Mayumi. She was interviewing our candidate for the next election. She was a big-name announcer, but she only worked with local stations, and her attitude towards work was similar to mine. We both came from Inaba, so she was easy to talk to. I knew it was wrong,
Ntar aku cek deh.
but I couldn't help
Siapa
getting
tahu
intimate
aku
with
bisa
her.
dapat deal murah kartu MTG. Soalnya bagus banget tuh. Kalau kalian nggak tahu ya, MTG itu punya kartu saudara. Namanya Duel Master. Aku pernah sempat stream unboxing Duel Master ya. Sayangnya Duel Master itu nggak di luar negeri ya, nggak sepopuler kayak MTG. Tapi uniknya Duel Master itu sangat populer di Jepang. Kartu nomor 3 paling populer di Jepang. Wait, nama Tami selingkuh sama Mayumi? Kira malah mereka pasutri. Enggak. Iya, nama Tami itu selingkuh sama Mayumi ya. Soalnya dia istilah cinlok lah, cinta lokasi. Jadi istrinya dia si si Misuzu Hiragi itu penyanyi terkenal lah. Jadi mereka nggak suka, jadi nuntut lah gitu. Dan Mayumi itu kayak di blacklist dari stasiunnya gara-gara masalah selingkuh ini. Nama Temi juga dipecat dari posisinya sebagai sekretaris wali kota, kalau nggak salah sekretaris wali kota deh. Iya, dari sekretaris wali kota gara-gara skandal selingkuh ini. Skandalnya sih nggak terlalu gede-gede amat sih, mungkin gara-gara Misuzu aja ya nge-blow up jadi gede gitu. Kalau di Jakarta kan banyak itu card shop, mending kesana dulu, tanya-tanya dulu. Oh, oke. Aku bakal itu. Ya aku juga punya Duel Master, sayangnya hanya famous di Jepang, iya bener. Sayangnya sangat famous di Jepang. Duel Master. Aku punya Duel Master juga, yang lama sama yang baru beli iya tuh. Aku beli di toko hijau. Ada NTR nggak di ini game? Nggak ada. NTR. Suka banget sama NTR sih Zen.
She'll be kidnapped next and murdered.
Oh yeah,
I can't let her end
si
up like
Yukiko.
Mayumi and that other girl. This time, I'm gonna do something. My opponent was a murderer who left no clues to his identity. I thought hard about what I could do to protect her from someone like that. I'll never convince her. If she gets suspicious and they arrest me, who'll save her then? The girl inside the TV looked as if she
Tadi
was smiling.
bilang selingkuh. Ya bukan selingkuh yang kayak gitu ya. Gak sih, gak di personal game kita bisa harap ya, tapi nggak bisa NTR.
And that's when it hit me. I apparently had the power to go through the TV screen to the other side. Then, what if I put her into the TV and give her shelter there before the killer gets her? What are you trying to tell me? That it's safe over there? Is that it? The girl inside the TV seemed to smile at me again. And I thought, no matter what kind of place it might be, it's better than being slaughtered. Once things calm down, I could just let her out again.
Kamu Yashi, selamat datang. Oh, banyak banget hari ini. Banyak banget yang kayaknya suka nonton aku main Persona 4, main Persona ya. Terutama Persona 4. Aku lagi nunggu Persona 3 Reload nih, yang supaya aku bisa stream Persona 3. Soalnya Persona 3 itu istilahnya game Persona pertama aku ya. Soalnya waktu itu main sama teman. Gak lama sih, cuma sebentar. Tapi kan di Steam yang Persona 3 itu adanya Persona 3 Portable ya. Portable-nya buat di Steam. Portnya lumayan bagus sih. Tapi gak maksimal gitu lah. Itu istilahnya kayak kita game PSP di komputer. Jadi kayak main game emulator gitu. Jadi kurang maksimal. Dan aku dengar ada mau remake-nya Persona 3 ya, namanya Persona Reload. Dengan tunggu itu aja, soalnya aku nggak tahu ya, the formatnya itu aku lihat-lihat lebih kayak Persona 5 ya. Desainnya, ceritanya sama kayak Persona 3. Desain grafiknya ya kayak Persona 5. Lebih tajam lah gitu. Soalnya kan awal-awalnya itu Persona 3 itu desainnya itu kayak precursor, kayak sebelumnya Persona 4. Persona 4 itu desain grafiknya sama mapnya itu lebih mirip sama Persona 3 dari Persona 5. Persona 5 itu sangat baru desain mapnya sama desain grafisnya.
I had already tried that and failed miserably. It seemed the only thing I could do was to take them away. If that was my mission, I'd just have to do it. Or so I thought. Mayumi, please lend me your strength.
So, since you thought people who appeared on the Midnight Channel would be killed, you kidnapped us in order to save us.
Yep, that's...
Mission? Give me a break! You never stopped and wondered about any of this?
I thought I was the only one who could help them. I did call the police, but they didn't believe me. I knew the area well, thanks to my job. I had a large truck, and I could move around without suspicion. I thought my job as a delivery man would be the perfect cover for my mission. I thought no one else could do it. But are you telling me that I wasn't saving them?
That's true.
If a person is still within the TV world when the fog appears here, they will die. Beginning with Yukiko-san, the people you thought you had been saving were, in fact, in mortal peril. It was my friends here who really saved us all.
I had a feeling that was it. When I went after that little girl and entered the TV myself, for the first time, I had some doubts about myself.
Ah, I see.
You refer to Nanako-chan, correct?
The police were after me, so I had to get away. But I still felt I needed to do everything I could to save that poor little girl. That's why I went in after her. But the TV world was completely different than I imagined. Such an abominable, grotesque
Padahal aku
place.
lagi diet tapi godaan es krim susah dilawan. Ah, ngerti gitu. Ngerti. Es krim memang susah dilawan godaannya. Es krim dan burger. Aku udah bisa ngelakuin godaan ayam goreng ya. Tapi burger dan es krim itu susah dilawan.
So I didn't realize how terrible that world was. I never knew. You couldn't even get out of that place on your own.
No. That's a cowardly way to put it. I'd probably already begun to realize that it was a dangerous place. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have gone to see you all.
See us? Wait, are you talking about the concert we did at Junes?
Yep.
Yes.
Namatami is there.
I wanted to know why the ones I saved were all hanging out with each other, and how much you remembered. But in the end, I couldn't bring myself to say anything and ran home. I must have felt too guilty. But all the doubts and anxieties I'd been unconsciously suppressing exploded out when I entered the television myself. I thought I was going insane. I probably did. And you know the rest. When I came to, I was lying in a hospital bed.
You really were trying to save people.
But I ended up doing just the opposite. What a fool. I always wanted to enter the world of politics and become useful to society. But after losing my job and the woman I loved, all I had left was this power. I convinced myself that world was some sort of sanctuary, and I secretly believed myself to be a hero.
Oh, Yosuke ngerti. Soalnya dia pemikirannya sama kayak Yosuke.
And believed
Become a hero.
everything was as I wanted it to be. I didn't think for myself at all. That's why I couldn't protect them. I'm to blame for all of this.
What is done is done.
I suppose
The things I've done are too serious to be brushed aside like that. I have no intentions of running away from my crimes. I'm prepared to face the consequences.
Oh, namatami.
Kidnapping is already a serious crime. And on top of that, I put all those lives in danger. I'm sorry.
The Midnight Channel and the other world, you can hardly be blamed for failing to understand them properly. We must apologize to you as well. Had we let our emotions blind us to the truth, we would have piled all the responsibility on you.
Yap, kalau kita melakukan itu, dan aku tetap mati. Kalau burger pizza dah enggak sih aku. Oh, kuat juga kamu dia.
Stop dying once you started saving people. The more you did it, the more you really believed you were preventing their deaths.
Kalau lagi pengen six pack sama Zen, sama makanya aku lagi ngurangin makan karbo nih. Nasinya cuma satu centong makan, satu centong nasi ya. Dan centongnya nggak gede lagi, yang itu, yang biasa itu. Yang satu centongnya isinya cuma sekitar 3 sendok makan.
What are you all crammed in here for?
Dan badan bagus kayak Chris Evans. Oh wow. Badan bagus kayak Chris Evans. Mau juga tuh.
My apologies. We'll be leaving now.
By the way, kalian tahu nggak Chris Evans itu sempat main di bintangin film apa ya, teen comedy gitu, komedi remaja, namanya Another Teen Movie. Itu lucu banget filmnya. Kalian harus nonton itu.
I beg you, please find whoever's behind this. You children are the only ones who know about that world.
It's our plan.
It's all clear now. He never committed any murders. It was another party who threw the first 2 victims into the TV.
You have taken another step toward the truth. Yay! Rank 3. Secret of Truth. The Secret of Truth social link has reached level. Okay.
Now get out of here! I told you, he's almost ready to be transported. We can't have anything else happen. Shh. I better not see you rascals here again.
Nanako-chan looks like she's in pain. She's fighting for dear life.
This was the last place we saw Teddy, right? He was so worried about her.
How can he flake out like this when we have to find the real killer?
The police consider the matter closed. We'll have to do all the investigation from here on out.
Yep.
Let's revisit Saki-san and Miss Yamano's incidents and see if we can turn up fresh details.
Oh, masih pagi aja, masih daytime aja. Kira udah
But
sore.
it's been over 6 months. Wouldn't the trail be cold by now?
I know, but we can't give up. We're the only ones who understand what's really going on. And you never know. People might remember some things now because they've had so much time to think about it. Let's split up and talk to people all over town tomorrow. We'll meet up in the evening to discuss our findings.
I hope we can find out something about Teddy, too.
Okay. Tomorrow you'll be going out to talk to people in town. Will this finally help uncover the information that will lead you to the true culprit? Decide to go home early today and get some rest. Evening. Kita save dulu bentar ya. Oke, sebentar. Aku lihat stream aku melengsot nggak ya? Oh, nggak. Untungnya nggak melengsot. Ya, untung nggak melengsot. Tapi model aku nge-lag. Ya, model aku nge-lag. Lagi nonton dia tips dari Mang Adirai. Oh, wow, itu bukan dia tips aja tuh. Itu tips buat bodybuilding. Ya, model aku sayangnya nge-lag, berarti ini internetnya masih kurang mantep ya. Oke deh, kita mungkin lanjutin setengah jam lagi. Habis ini kita end stream. Soalnya ya internet aku masih kurang bagus ya. Masih ngos-ngosan, nggak kuat ditanjakan. Aku lagi mudah-mudahan bisa apa? Ngecek. Oh iya, kita harus kapan ya hari ini? Aku lupa. Ini hari Senin libur ya. Oh iya, kita harus nanya-nanya ke orang ya. Nanya-nanya ke orang, aku lupa nanya ke siapa aja ya. Nanya ke ibu-ibu ini, can I help you about those murders? Then said last spring, what happened? The big deal, almost completely forgotten. Kamu sama ini, what is it? What the murders? What they talking about? It all happened just spring lah. It's not long ago. Who's gonna remember from that far back? Okay. Oh ya, kita juga harus tanya mereka. Nanti kita kalau nggak salah bakal ada pertanyaan kedua yang keluar. Kita harus nanya semua orang lagi pertanyaan kedua. Jadi kita harus harus telaten ya, istilah telaten untuk tanya-nanya orang lagi. Man, this fog makes me feel like we're still inside the TV. What do we can really find new clues about the killer? Buku, nggak ada buku baru. Orangnya apa nih? The Fox juga bisa makan the blur. Ya, konspirasi. You know, I heard it was Junes. Yeah, it is Junes. Oh, Junes. The first thing what happened before we entered the film. You know what the first movie? I wonder what happened. Okay, nggak ada yang tahu. I'm going to this guy earlier, but he didn't even see me. What the fuck at all? I just ignored me and walk off. Damn, fucker, apa kau? Listen, this kawan spoke to me. Oh, this businessman ini Star Trek dia. Sama riset. This one is left and anyway, what do you want? What is murder? Did you capture the suspect and put lid on this case? Okay. We actually around Teddy too, but they're surprised how many people actually remember him. Oh yeah, that's guy in Junes. Okay. Oh, even if someone killed everyone, you just forget so easily. But don't hear a friend of they get remember the long time. What is it? Itu petunjuk dikit. Kita harus nyari orang yang tahu tentang orang, ada anak sekolah yang tahu tentang rumor ini. The fox are dark and creepy. Is it? Oh, you got something for me? But murder a little while ago. Is that what the suspect called? It was in the newspaper. Didn't they call say anything? Okay. Sent all from poison. F gonna speak out too. I wonder what happened. Oh, ini tentang kabutnya. Dan aku baru Dan aku baru tahu kalau harus walk out dulu baru kardio, karena harus gunain gula dulu sebagai energi, dan kardio baru lost fat karena badan otomatis cari sumber energi dan jadi otot kalau makin lemak bukan karbo. Iya benar. Is me, do you ask me? Why am I set here? I'm home. I just some of the water. Do you have question? About this murder. Kita udah dapat pertanyaan kedua ya. Recall yang masih suspicious. About the murders. Nanya lagi. Ambon, selamat datang. Kita lagi nyari petunjuk buat kulpirnya nih. Belum ada pertanyaan baru, belum pertanyaan hari baru. You gotta be careful when taking your motorcycle on the foggy day. Oke, kita di sana ada orang nggak ya? Ada anak-anak kecil doang, enggak. Kita pergi ke Samegawa. Itu quest. Gak ada siapa-siapa di sini. The fog isn't clear up, is it? Isn't that just a little strange? My wife, all business as usual, but I'm a little worried. They were doing anything but the water. Sorry, I'm going to happen. Recording suspicious. We had a lot of people come here to store. Okay. Gak ada yang baru juga. Kakek-kakek ini did something about borders. Now that I mentioned the town as Albus last spring, remember that on you? Anything special? I've seen anyone. I don't know. Out in the country, if there are nobody stand walking around, everyone would know about the play. Okay. Itu orang-orang yang ada balon, katanya kenapa dibiarin Nix? Itu ada balon, artinya ada quest ya. Mereka biasanya nggak punya dialog tambahan selain quest mereka. Jadi kita nggak usah nanya. Kita ke Junes. Salah kok Doji masih. Junes. Kita bisa nanya sama ini. Kalau nggak salah dia punya petunjuk baru nih. Can help you about the murder. Innocent last spring. Don't know remember anything from that long. I'm gonna be studying for college. Okay. call anything suspicious person and got the message my friend was saying that saw someone. This is just wandering around the shopping district. Nah, kita dapat petunjuk baru nih. Kita balik ke shopping district. Kita nanya sama bocah ini. What is it? About borders? What you talking about? Okay, something far back. Anyway. Reconnaissance, someone told me I saw someone. Oh, that remember Saki Konishi, don't you know? She passed away a while ago. She told me that I'm not every person to her, then started spotting like this craziness. Oh, pantesan ya. Something about TV, I wonder what that was all about. Here, let's do with Saki. I don't know about you or break, but you got all wrong. Saki was a good girl, just people misunderstood her. It seemed that thing about Namata making advance on Saki was a misunderstanding. Kita harus tanya lagi nih. Yo, buat murders, weapon. Kalau yang one suspicious, no, I can tell of it, none of from the town anyway. Oke, ini ngomong lagi masih tentang Junes. Oke, kita tanya lagi. Kalau kita belum dapat prom event, kita belum selesai berarti. Oke, buat borders. I was suspicious. I don't think anyone was suspicious except you. Wouldn't take me into process. Dasar. Have you a question for me about borders? Masih tentang nama Tame. Kalau yang suspicious session, I know the weird people said mana mata ya? Nope, I don't think so. Okay. Kita udah tanya dulu, ya. Borders, Kalau yang suspicious, no. Ini masih tentang kabut. Coba kita ke 7 resident. Ada orang nggak di sana ya? Penjual bibit. Cuma ada penjual bibit. Jual bibit apa? Beli aja lah. Oke, go to town, go to Junes. Oke, coba tanya Naoto. First we should test step, it will be simple. Berarti belum ada yang aku tanya nih, sampai gawah. Buat borders, I'm sorry, I will nothing. Take anything. Oke. Mungkin kita harus nanya orang yang punya quest itu juga ya. Bukan, kita nggak bakal nanya kucingnya. No. Bukan, dia cuma nanya questnya. Kamu? Nah. Kan balik ke Central Shopping District. Tanya Yosuke lagi. Buat terus moders. Oke, ini agak tedious ya, agak lama. Feather main Genshin nggak bantuin aku? Oh iya, si Zen lagi stuck di Genshin, lagi mau ke Liyue, tapi lagi mau side quest di Dragon Span Mountain. Dragon Span Mountain itu sangat susah, jadi mungkin Zen kamu harus skip dulu deh Dragon Span, abis kemana dulu? Ke Liyue dulu sampai level 40 sampai 50 lah. Habis itu balik ke Dragon Spine. Aku tahu ini apanya. Aku tahu Primogem dari quest Dragon Spine itu sangat menggoda, tapi jangan dulu deh. Oh, si Fenrir udah lama nggak main Genshin. Oh ya, kan akhir-akhir ini si Fenrir main ini, main apa? Main Honkai Star Rail ya. Malah dia aku install. Oh, jangan jangan di uninstall Genshin-nya. Oh, kita bisa nanya ke dia. Ya, udah. Akhirnya dapat juga informasinya. Ternyata Pak Tua itu yang terakhir. Chinese Diner Ayah. Lebih ke HSR ya, iya. Gak bisa cek ke sebelah ke sekolah, nggak bisa kalau hari libur sekolah aja dikunci gerbangnya, jadi kita nggak bisa ke sekolah. Kita akhirnya bisa meneruskan eventnya setelah kita bolak-balik nyanyi orang.
This stuff's a lot harder when you don't have a badge to flash. I walked around all day and didn't hear anything good.
It was the same for me. There was absolutely no talk about the case whatsoever, let alone the true culprit.
Ditto for me. Actually, in my case, I kept getting bombarded with questions and couldn't get them onto the main subject at all.
Oh, bos.
Killer must
Kasihan
be
nih
pretty good to have pulled this off without being seen by anyone in this small town.
Bantu ko po, super. Sensen.
What should we do?
Well, one steak bowl, please.
Oh, yes, stick ball.
That's not what I meant. But then again, I guess we might as well take a break. I'll have a crab and egg fried rice.
Crab and egg fried rice. Oh, that sounds delicious.
I'll have roast pork ramen with extra noodles.
Ooh, nice. You all finished eating the dishes that you ordered.
Oh, now that our tummies are full, let's share what we learned, even if it wasn't much.
You spoke with everyone about the information you gathered today.
So, to sum up, there really was no new information. The end?
The police had an unusually large number of officers in their initial investigation of the first two incidents. To find facts that even they overlooked would be difficult indeed, now that over half a year has passed. There wasn't a single report of suspicious persons being witnessed to begin with. Miss Yamano had ardent fans, whereas Saki-san didn't. But otherwise, the conditions are the same.
You know, every time I tried to ask about the case, everyone ignored me and kept ranting about the damn fog.
Yeah, that or the Midnight Channel.
Iya, betul
I
juga.
asked around about
Kabutnya
Teddy
sama
too,
Midnight
but no
Channel-nya.
one's seen him. Gee, I wonder where he could have gone.
Do you have anything, Naoto? Any new, deductions?
Without any new data to work with, there isn't much I can do. But there must be someone in town who meets all the criteria for this case. The killer must have a connection to both Saki-san and Miss Yamano, as well as be in a position to observe our actions periodically to some extent. Finally, it must be someone who could approach Senpai's house without arousing suspicion.
Siapa ya?
I need some fresh air before I give it more thought. I'll be outside.
Siapa yang kira-kira ya? Just sitting here won't help you think you're any better. You decide to go outside to get some fresh air. Fresh air too. Fresh air. Air mah air. Air mah water.
It's snowing. No wonder it's chilly.
Ya. Gara-gara kabutnya kita.
It's freezing out here.
Gara-gara kabutnya kita nggak bisa ngeliat saljunya.
Maybe this will help clear my head and get my deductive muscles flexing.
Polisi dong. Ya.
Hey, is it snowing?
Yeah.
Too bad the fog's so thick. The snow just gets lost in it.
Kan detektif, bukan polisi. Ya sama aja lah. Polisi itu nggak semua ya lah, tau lah gitu mah maksudnya. Detektif itu bekerja sama polisi, tapi nggak semua polisi bekerja dengan detektif, maksudnya gitu.
What's the matter?
Let's go over everything you know one more time. The culprit had some sort of connection with both Mayumi Yamano and Sakiko Nishi. And judging by the warning letter, the culprit must likely know about the other side and what you did there. But off topic, ngomong-ngomong, the other side itu nama dungeon di World of Warcraft. Dan akhir-akhir ini aku lagi main World of Warcraft ya, tapi aku masih main free trialnya ya. Kalau di free trialnya World of Warcraft kita cuman bisa main sampai level 20. Habis itu levelnya nggak bakal naik lagi ke cap 20 gitu. Tapi nanti setelah sub aku udah diperbarui ya, soalnya aku butuh donasi dari temen aku ya. Soalnya kita main di server Eropa dan butuh PayPal buat bayarnya. Dia katanya mau bayar aku subscripsinya. Nanti setelah aku bayar subnya, aku mungkin bakal stream World of Warcraft. Aku juga bakal stream ini. Mungkin bakal stream Warcraft 3 ya, Warcraft 3 Reforged. Walaupun aku akhir-akhir ini lagi ngindarin tuh game gara-gara Reforged-nya atau remaster-nya itu jelek banget daripada game originalnya. Tapi aku udah gak tahan. Aku suka banget sama Warcraft 3. Jadi ya udahlah. Aku juga pengen nunjukin kalian Warcraft 3 itu gamenya kayak gimana sih? It's highly likely that they also know what Namatame was doing and stood back to watch. Who would know all these things? Another oddity about this case is that there were almost no witnesses. But warning letter and seem to have been delivered directly to your house, but no one saw anyone suspicious. No one unusual was seen around Mayumi Yamano and Sakiko Nishi either. Wow, gak pernah nonton. Wah, Ambon gak pernah menonton. Wah, kesempatan bagus nih. Aku bisa stream supaya Ambon nonton WoW. Despite the police dispatching the unusual high number of officers to perform a thorough investigation, there must be someone in the small town with the fact. Ya, Warcraft Reforged kartu parah ya. Warcraft ya kata Ambon bener. Warcraft Reforged itu katro parah. Tapi katanya udah diperbaikin sih. Udah sedikit lebih baik. Sedikit. Setelah 3 tahun perbaikan. Kasian banget gamenya itu dibucer sama developer ya, bukan sama developer ya, sama eksekutif di Blizzard-nya. Eksekutif di Blizzard sangat jelek. Developernya bagus, tapi keputusan eksekutifnya jelek. The person who seem to be the most likely culprit is, ayo tebak-tebak berhadiah. Siapa culpritnya? Siapa? Ayo. Siapa? Ayo Fenrir, ayo Zen, ayo Ambon. Tebak siapa? Think once again. Siapa lagi? Siapa culpritnya? Ayo kita lihat. Kayak kita tebak. Aku udah tahu siapa culpritnya, soalnya aku udah pernah main ini. Tapi kalian harus tebak. Henry Cavill juga suka WoW katanya. Iya, suka. Katanya dia main Alliance. Aku mainnya Horde biasanya. Tapi aku udah bikin karakter Alliance juga, 2 karakter. Aku punya 4 karakter ya, 4 karakter baru. Soalnya kan mau main bareng teman aku. 2 karakter di Horde, 2 karakter di Alliance. Karakter di Horde-nya itu Blood Elf sama Undead. Di Alliance-nya itu Human sama Worgen. Worgen itu manusia serigala. Bukan manusia serigala ya. Yukiko, yang sering ke rumah Orojima ya ada. Ya, betul. Fenrir betul. Pelakunya adalah Toru Adachi. Yeay. Of course, if you look only the circumstances, you can't completely rule out that possibility. Adachi might have been able to keep an eye of your action. He would have been able to approach your house with ease, and he knows the area well. Think about it. You encountered him many times while investigating the case. Tapi nggak tahu ada related ke Bayumi atau Saki. Loh. Iya. Yukiko, bukan Yukiko. Enak aja, dia tim aku. Dia caster paling kuat di tim aku. Tapi something is bothering you. However, ya ini relate sama sosialnya sama kita sama Adachi. Ini bakal you should tell your friend about your suspicion about being the culprit. Ya, ini salah satu endingnya. Kalau kita ngomong tentang Adachi, kita bakal dapat training. Kalau kita nggak bilang tentang Adachi, kita memprotek Adachi, kita bakal dapat Adachi ending, termasuk sebagai bad ending. Jadi kita mau true ending, jadi kita tell a friends about Adachi. Gak tau main feeling. Ya soalnya Adachi selalu ada, iya betul kan. Adachi selalu aja. Kita bakal ngambil true ending, so kita bakal nge-snitch lah, ngebilangin ke teman-teman kita bahwa pelakunya itu ada sih. Waduh, iya, Fenrir itu sangat tepat. Tebakannya tepat sekali, Fenrir. You spoke Adachi's name.
Huh? What about him?
Detective Adachi.
Yeah.
A member of the police force. That is an interesting approach. It would certainly explain the lack of witness reports.
Yeah.
It's the same reason no one ever reported seeing Namatame's truck.
This is a small town, so everyone must have known who he is.
Yep.
And since he's a detective, people definitely wouldn't have thought of him as being suspicious.
Yep, betul.
In fact, he could use his position to his advantage and hide critical information.
Like the suspicious letter. Seperti surat misteriusnya
If
itu.
you think of it that way, I guess it's possible. But we're talking about Adachi here, right? I mean, really? Adachi? He's your textbook lousy detective. Are we really on the right track here?
Actually, regarding Detective Adachi, I'm not sure how to put it, but there's something that's been bothering me about him for some time
Halo,
now.
tahu intuisinya bermain lagi.
Yeah?
Perhaps it's just my imagination, so I shouldn't speak too...
Hachi. Oh, bersinnya Naoto lucu.
It's cold.
Aduh, power abuse itu in a way. Oh, kalau isi Adachi, iya, Adachi si tai. Bener-bener ini power abuse. Nanti kita bakal lihat Adachi itu gimana orangnya.
Adachi-san?
Oh, si detektif dengan sengaja. Bener. Abon bener. Oh, si detektif dengan sengaja.
He said he came to escort Miss Yamano and...
What? Was he at your inn when the announcer was staying there?
When Miss Yamano was staying at our inn, the media were swarming all over
Oh,
it.
lain aku sakit.
That's when Adachi-san arrived, saying he'd been assigned to guard her. He told our waitress that fame could be rough.
Dengan sengaja, ya, dengan sengaja. Nanti kita bakal lihat true color-nya Adachi. Itu sangat berbeda sama Adachi yang biasa kita lihat.
Guard her? He didn't spend the night there?
Huh. I wonder if he knew Ms. Yamano.
I don't know about that, but I heard he did call out to a girl in my class. I found out this afternoon, but I thought, that's just how cops are. So I didn't think it had anything to do with the case.
Detective Adachi also questioned Saki-san, the one who found the announcer's body, on numerous occasions. I heard it was because there was so little information about the case at the time, but it's certainly unusual to question someone with as strong an alibi as hers multiple times.
Then you think he had something else on his mind?
And that something is what connects those two victims to Adachi-san? Come to think of it, we've been running into that guy a lot, in all sorts of places.
Nah, halo, betul kan? Kita udah sering banget ketemu Adachi di berbagai tempat.
And every time he'd tell us what the police were doing before saying, oops, I said too much and clamming up.
Ya, betul kan?
Was that all to throw us off the trail?
It would be no problem for him to drop that warning letter into your mailbox either. Not to mention the fact that he can destroy any evidence that might point to him.
Various peculiarities has begun to cast suspicious shadow on Adachi.
And is it really Adachi-san?
We need to confirm this.
This is still only a tentative theory. We should work to confirm it as soon as possible.
Yeah.
This is Naoto Shirogane.
Something has occurred to me about the case, and I'd like to get Detective Adachi's input on it. Huh? The transport? It's right now?
Oh, kok transportnya udah cepet aja?
Right, I see. Thank you.
Aduh. Plot twistnya kayak film Scream 1, pelakunya si polisi bodoh, betul kan? Iya.
What was that about a transport?
Oh ya, kalau nggak salah
Detective
Scream itu ada
Adachi is
4
headed
film
to
ya.
the hospital
Scream
to
1, 2,
prepare for
3, 4.
Namatame's
Iya.
relocation. We must head there at once.
Dan ngomong-ngomong tentang Scream, Scream itu diparodiin di Scary Movie 1. Scary Movie 1 termasuk cult klasik yang mengubah gimana cara membuat film komedi. Ya, merevolusi komedi satir komedi, terutama film ya. Dan Scary Movie itu ada kalau saya ada 5 deh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yang paling menarik menurut aku yang pertama dan keempat. 4 itu termasuk yang paling terkenal dari semua Scary Movie. Tiba-tiba jadi teriak nonton Scream padahal aku nggak suka horror.
What are you guys doing here?
Ya, Scream, ya namanya juga Scream. Ya, teriak lah.
Hey, do you know where Dojima-san went? They told me he
Scary
snuck
Movie 1
out of his room
maksudnya
again.
Scary Movie 1 maksud gua. Scary Movie 1 ya polisi yang bego ya, pelaku pembunuhannya ya.
I assure you, we've made it clear to him several times that he needs to stay put, but he keeps going off on his own.
Dojima kabur lagi.
Jeez, with Namatame finally relocated, I was looking forward to going home.
So, he's been relocated. I've been wondering. You seem to be in a terrible hurry to get him out of this hospital.
Kalau Adachi, kamu ketahuan?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we can't leave him here with Dojima-san and Nanako-chan around. Didn't you guys think so too? Hey, what are you doing here anyway? Nanako-chan's room is in the other wing. Don't you think you should leave before Dojima-san finds you? If he catches you, he'll start pestering you again.
Halo. Nadanya Adachi itu mulai berubah.
Adachi.
Oh,
Where's Namatame?
itu si Dojimanya.
There's been a lot of noise today for some reason.
Dojima-san, what are you doing here? Namatame's already been relocated. I was looking for you so I could tell you that.
You did what? Who authorized that? There's still more I need to ask him about.
Give me a break, Dojima-san.
Halo Adachi.
Those first 2 murders have been bothering me. His motives are shaky and his alibi is rock solid. We closed a lot of loopholes on the basis of his testimony. But that part's still nagging at me.
Is this more of your detective's intuition? He's already been relocated. It's no use hassling me about it. And you kids should really get home too.
Halo
You're
Adachi.
getting in the way of police
Suaranya
business.
berubah.
What's gotten into you today? It's odd to see you taking work so seriously.
Come on. I'm always giving 110% when it comes to the job. You should get back to work too, Dojima-san. Your current assignment, get better as soon as possible.
What are you all doing here?
We came to confirm something with Adachi-san.
You should question Adachi. But when Yaman vanished, yeah.
The time the announcer went missing? I can't say for sure offhand. It's not like I saw her or anything. That was months and months ago too. My memory's kinda hazy that far back.
Nah, halo Adachi. You should question Adachi. Saki's interrogation.
Why wouldn't I question her? She discovered the announcer's body. But she didn't know much about it, so I only talked with her once or twice.
Nah, halo, ketahuan.
Was that all you wanted to ask? Well, I hope it helped.
Just tell him something unique, Adachi. The warning letter. Nah, halo.
Warning letter?
The one that was delivered to his house. It's in police custody now, correct?
I don't really remember.
Oh, Adachi, ketahuan.
Hey, what do you mean you don't remember? I gave it to you to take down to the crime lab for processing. You're telling me you forgot?
I'm sorry. Your accident was right after that. And what with one thing and another, it sort of slipped my mind. Besides, that thing was just a prank, wasn't it?
A prank? Nah, lo, Adachi, ketahuan.
Jeez, what are you asking me all this for? For crying out loud, what's this all supposed to be about? Dojima-san, you really need to get back to your bed. That's why your wounds aren't healing. And you all need to go home right now. Do you have any idea what time it is? I'm going back. I need to get to the station and report in.
Just one more thing, please. We know for certain now that the first 2 murders weren't Namatame's doing. Someone else killed them. Adachi-san, do you have any idea who that might be?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
'Cause we think it might have been you.
Kaji sangat straightforward ya.
What? That's ridiculous.
Kayaknya penontonnya juga pada tegang nih. Kita nge-interrogasin Adachi.
We already know Namatame's the one who put them all
No, Adachi let it slip. Nah lo.
What did you just say?
Put them all in.
Them
What's
all
this
in.
putting them in business? Do you know something about the method behind their murders? Don't tell me that all that talk about TVs and whatnot from before was...
I see.
Kaji
Now
skill
I
satu
finally
dulu,
understand.
skill satu dulu lah. Ya.
To tell the
Yeah.
truth, Adachi-san, I've been fixated on something you once said. Before, I didn't know why, only that it sounded a wrong note to me. Do you recall when I read Namatame's diary? At the scene of Dojima-san's accident, at the time I said even the victims who survived and were never
Keselip ya,
released to the
keselip.
public are written here.
Adachi keselip
And in
kata-katanya.
response, your words were, wow, then that settles it. How, I wonder? Would that settle anything? At the time, the police had no idea that there had been other attempted murders related to the case. You had no reason to say such a thing. After all, there are countless examples of people disappearing for a few days. Yet when I read the list of names, you raised no objection. Odd that. What do you say to that, Detective Adachi?
I don't know. I said I'm busy.
Orang kabur.
Wait, you son of a bitch! Adachi!
Damn it.
Damn it! Adachi!
Sangat dramatis. Oh, Adachi kabur ke TV World. Namatame hospital room. Adachi isn't here either.
What the? I swear he ran this way.
Damn it! Where the hell did he go?
Did you find him? I contacted security. Nobody's seen Adachi, and there's no record of anyone leaving this area. So he must be still in this ward somewhere.
He's still here? But we looked. We didn't find him anywhere.
Woi, itu ada orang di counter nggak bantuin Dojima. Oh iya, di counter polisinya nggak ada yang di counter resepsionis sih nggak ada yang bantuin dia. Kasian banget Dojima. Nah lo Dojima.
Dojima-san?
Nah, diomelin sama susternya kan.
For heaven's sake, what are we going to do with you?
Sorry. I got carried away.
Do you even want to get better? If you keep this up, there could be lasting damages. Have you forgotten how much trouble it caused you last time?
Iya, Dojima sebagai pasien itu sangat merepotkan. Ngamuk-ngamuk terus sih.
You're right. Sorry.
Susternya tegang. Yalah, pasiennya kayak gitu.
You've got to find Adachi. I need to square this.
Susternya itu orang-orang ngomong apalah ya, apalah ini. Ya gimana lagi ya. Pasiennya kayak si Dojima. Ya gitu, ya gitulah.
I don't think he would. But could he have?
Yeah, I think so.
Yap, Adachi
If he's the
nyemplung ke
killer,
TV.
he can go through, right?
You mean he went in through here?
We searched every inch in the direction he ran off. There's nowhere to hide. I don't think we could have missed him.
He was cornered. It's highly probable that he escaped there. If he does indeed turn up on the other side, that should prove beyond a doubt that he is the true culprit.
Damn. So I guess we were right. What do we do now?
Let's go tomorrow.
I think it's too dangerous to go in from here. We're not 100% positive he used this TV, and on top of that, we don't know where it might lead. Let's go in from Jeunesse like always. It'll be fine. So long as we're ready for him, we'll crush that jerk in one strike.
One strike gun. The extremely suspicious detective Adachi. You're taken another step closer to the truth. Yeay. Bintang 5. Bintang 5 kan. Level 5 sosialingnya. You split up for today and you all went back home. Oke, tar dulu ya. Tar dulu guys. Oke, streamnya masih lumayan bagus ya. Tapi model aku masih nge-lag. Kenapa kamu nge-lag? Mungkin gara-gara internet aku masih kurang bener ya. Tapi ya udahlah. Tadi aku bilang kan tapi motifnya dia ngebunuh itu apa? Padahal dia detektif. Sebuah ironi, betul kan? Ya. Kita nanti soalnya abis ini udah ketahuan kan kita ada itu suspeknya, tersangkanya dia yang ngebunuh Saki Konishi dan Mayumi Ayamano. Dia sekarang lagi bersembunyi di dunia TV ya, tadi jemplung ke TV. Kita mau ngejar besok ya. Tapi kayaknya kita nggak bisa ngelanjutin hari ini ya. Soalnya internet aku lagi ngos-ngosan dan model aku lagi nge-lag lagi. Aduh, gak enak banget. Minimal Adachi udah ditarget polisi. Iya, udah ditarget polisi. Tapi dia masih ada di dunia TV. Kita harus masih nyari dia. Dan nyarinya itu ada event yang sangat lucu. Soalnya kan kita masih ingat Teddy itu hilang. Kita harus ketemuin Teddy dulu supaya buat temuin Adachi kalau nggak salah ceritanya gitu. Yaudah, kita end stream dulu ya di sini supaya buat internet aku lebih baik lah. Soalnya kan kemarin lebih baru down ya, buat diperbaikin. Kita bakal ketemu lagi hari Jumat. Yaudah, kita sampai sini dulu ya. Sorry ya, agak suspense gini. Sorry banget. Suspend banget, padahal kita udah ketemu suspeknya tapi kita nggak ngejar sampai akhir stream. Kita mungkin bisa lanjutin di mungkin pas Christmas kali ya. Kita bakal lanjutin ya. Soalnya abis minggu depan aku bakal ada stream team week lagi, minggu tema lagi ya. Ini save dulu kan, soalnya kalau lanjut sekarang nanggung banget, mending next aja. Iya betul. Fenrir betul, kita di next aja ya. Oke, jaga kesehatan dulu. Makasih Ambon, makasih Fenrir udah datang ya. Kita bakal sampai di sini dulu ya. Model aku nge-lag. Sorry banget ya, nggak maksimal pergerakan modelnya. Gak apa-apa, malah mending di part ini aja nggak cliffhanger banget. Iya. Oke, makasih Fenrir, Ambon, Zen, sama yang lainnya juga udah makasih nonton ya. Kita udah sangat tegang nih. Kita mengejar-ngejar suspek pembunuhan dan penculikan di Inaba. Baik, kita bakal ketemu lagi hari Jumat. Kita bakal main Dothack ya. Kita lanjutin buat ngejar. Kalau kita masih ngejar Atoli ya. Kita masih ngejar Atoli. Ya, kita masih ngejar Atoli. Kita masih ada kasus di Moontree. Jadi kita bakal lanjutin Dothack hari Jumat. So sampai hari Jumat kita otsu dulu sampai hari Jumat. I will see you and goodbye. Bye semuanya. Otsu kalian sama.